Hi, I'm Coral Wadle. I'm the program manager for fashion design and retail merchandising here at Hocking College. So we're really excited to be offering our inaugural fashion show for our program. And as the program manager, I was the central kind of organizer for this event. It's really afforded me the opportunity and the honor to be able to work together with many facets of the college to bring my students into the greater conversation of fashion in the region, and we're really excited to offer this show. One of the really exciting things that we have going on for this show is that we're using it as an opportunity to really connect with Columbus and other areas in the state of Ohio regarding fashion. So we have some really great partnerships for putting on the show, for producing it, as well as sponsorship for the show, and then people who are coming to attend. We're pulling a really nice mix of people from around the state to come attend as well. My students have been working really through the entire course of their programming here to prepare for the show. Maybe they didn't know that at first, but now we're coming to the point where they've really developed concepts and designs that will come to fruition for this show. And I have had the opportunity to really kind of mentor them through this process and help guide them to develop as students and ultimately designers.
When the decision was made to put on a fashion show here at Hocking College, our inaugural fashion show, I was really excited and on board and ready to jump right into that. Like I mentioned, I come from helping co-chair a runway show up in Columbus. So not only have I had experience as a designer being front stage on a runway, and all the preparation that's involved in showing a collection on the runway, but also now a lot of the backstage coordination, the pre-planning, the arranging designers and models, all of the things that go into creating a good, exciting show for designers to participate in. I'm bringing that to the table now, which I think is really helpful. Our program manager, Coral, she's also a designer, so she comes from this as well. So between the two of us, a lot of hands-on personal experience with not just the design and the construction and planning out of the collection, but of the production side of the runway shows, everything that's involved, the marketing that's involved. These are all things that we do in our everyday lives and with our own brands. So bringing that into the students and giving them some real world knowledge of things that we've experienced.
Everybody loves a fashion show. A fashion show is a great opportunity to really showcase so many pieces that go into a whole for someone in the fashion field. So there's so many aspects of fashion that get showcased through a live show, and I'm really excited to be able to offer that to my students.
We've also been given a lot of freedom in how we want this to look, especially as the inaugural show. And these students are kind of acting as like the first forerunners to what we really see both the fashion program as a whole and also our, runway shows at the end of each year, what those are going to look like for future students. Like, they get to be in on this ground level, figuring out how everything's going to work.
So my hope is that this show is the kickoff for an annual fashion show that is kind of the culmination of the entire degree here in the fashion design and retail merchandising program for the students that complete our degree. And so for me, it's just really developing out this first run, getting a lot of excitement surrounding it so that we can proceed and really create this as an annual experience for the students, for the community, and for the fashion industry as a whole within the state. I'm really proud first as an instructor of all of my students that have come through the program. They've all grown in tremendous ways, but in particular, I'm very partial to this first class because they helped me develop this program to this point, and here they are heading out into the world as professionals, and I just hope for them to stay focused, to stay consistent, And they've really shown that throughout the program, and I hope that they can continue that as they go out into the world and do great things, as I know that they each will as individual designers and fashion-focused professionals. And I really am honored to be a part of that.
Can't leave her, forever I always need her. She lied, but I believe her. Love sick, I got that fever. Love stupid, I know it. Love stupid, I know it. I know, cause I'm a fool in love. Oh, I love her so, that's why I gotta let her know that I'll be here for her to always love her down. And baby, that's the truth, I'm clucking chickens, ain't no use. I wanna wear my tux and see you in your gown. I got that fever. Love stupid, I know it. Love stupid, I know it. I know, cause I'm a fool in love. Hey baby, yeah, I love you. Stupid is what stupid do. Tom and Jerry and Scooby Doo. Oh baby, I'm a fool for you. Skibbity bip bip bippity pop. Come here, baby, be my lollipop. I make a beat and make a booty drop. Bippity bip bippity bip bippity pop.
I'm Lindsay Reed. I'm a first year student at Hawking College.
My name is Chevelle Adams. I'm a first year student at Hawking College as well.
My name is Lily Knapp, and I'm a first year student at Hawking College.
I'm Ali Martinez, and I'm a first year student at Hawking College.
My name is Fatmata, and I'm a first year student at Hawking College.
I chose to come to Hawking because of the fashion and retail merchandising program, because it was something that I was interested in, and it's pretty much the only thing of its kind in the area.
I chose Hawking College mostly for basketball, and then I kind of chose to come here also with the fashion design and retail major to just really try to get my own brand going.
I chose the fashion program because I really wanted to be a designer ever since I've been 5, and it just sounded super interesting.
I came to Hawking because it was close to where I live, and I've been designing and making dresses since I was little, so that's why I chose to come here.
Fashion, anything creative is like me, and I really like to dress up.
My experience so far with the fashion and retail merchandising program has been great. There's a lot of cool stuff I'm excited for, and a bunch of stuff that I've already learned just being here for a short period of time.
My experience with the program so far has been great. Within the 2 semesters that I've been here, I learned how to sew, learn how to make different patterns, and getting further and further into actually doing my own thing with my brand.
My experience here so far has been awesome. The teachers are very hands-on, so you get a good experience with everything.
My experience has been amazing. I am really connecting with the teachers here and having to learn a lot of new things.
My experience have been really great. I feel like most of my teachers are but yeah, they're really helpful. They're around, so.
What I made for the show was a backless strappy sundress that kind of is very structured and fitted, but also has a little bit of beaded embroidery. My inspiration behind it and my style is kind of Wednesday Addams meets Wes Anderson.
What I made for the fashion show was a long white sleeve wooden toggle long sleeve. I got the idea from Jaden Smith from the Karate Kid in his last fight tournament. It also has a graphic print on the back of it. Yeah.
I made a patchwork dress. It's got a lot of fabric from everywhere that I'm from, here and back home. I was inspired at 3 a.m. from a dream, and I woke up and started sketching it out, and it kind of became more of all the pieces of me put together.
I have created a silk ombre dye gown, very flowy, and it changes colors. It's from my favorite film, Titanic.
I created a panting suit. It's inspired by Burman's last collection.
We are fashion at Hawking College.
sin carne, ok. Bájalo, suévelo, que tú cate. Mordeciste que morde, ok. Mordeciste que morde, mordeciste que morde.
Apale, 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 apale,
Todo lo que me invento me lo trillan. Chándal, oro, sello, y mantilla. Resto de caviar en la vajilla. Mi Kawasaki va por seguirilla. Tagueado tu nombre en la pared. No querer un tazo de cuero, ok. Previne spill me, déjete, tomando oro sin carne, ok. Bájalo, suévelo, que tú cate. Mordeciste que morde, ok. Mordeciste que morde, mordeciste que morde. Llama.
apale, 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 apale.
I came to come to Hocking at first for football, but I knew I also had a desire in fashion, so I wanted to pursue both at the same time. My experience so far has been different from what I'm used to, but I like it. It's given me new opportunities to learn something new. My brand name is No Limits. My inspiration behind it is just basically having no limits in life, in jobs, school, your sport, anything. The most important thing that I think people should know about me is I don't give up. That's another thing that my brand hits on, not giving up no matter where you are or where you're from. There's no limits to what you put your mind to. And I named it No Limits because that's what I've been told all my life. I can't do this, I can't do that, I won't be able to do this. But I wanted to prove people wrong. My collection name is Artistic Vandalism. It's taking some opinions of graffiti being art and some opinions of graffiti being vandalism and bringing them together. Recently, I've just been using a lot of different fonts just to give it that graffiti effect, just to make the words and the fonts of my brand name look like graffiti. My name is Tony Pope, and the name of my collection is Artistic Vandalism.
My name is Lauren Parrish. I originally attended cosmetology school and I worked in a salon for 2 years. I realized when COVID happened that I needed to make a career change and do something that I enjoyed a little bit more. I liked the fashion program here because it was a 2-year program, so it was kind of the fast track into the industry that I needed at my age. My collection is titled Revival, so the word revival refers to kind of my growth as a student as I'm getting ready to graduate. When I first moved down here for school 2 years ago, I didn't realize that I was going to develop as a person and not just industry skills, so it's kind of like the culmination of that. My design process was kind of chaotic. I did a lot of self-reflecting and I wanted to find a personal motive. So I looked to my family and my friends because they kind of know me best. So what was going to reflect me as a student, kind of as a whole. And we've also had opportunities to use 3D software, and then I used my student employment in HC Alterations as kind of like sewing practice. So all of those things have been in combination of planning the collection. My experience has been great. We have had opportunities that I couldn't have imagined at a 2-year associate degree level. So I've really enjoyed being here. My name is Lauren Parrish and my collection is titled Revival.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause I know you got that fever. Love sick, I got that fever. Love stupid, I know it. Love stupid. 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 I know it. Love stupid.
I chose fashion because this was something that I always wanted to do since I was a little girl, so it's always been my passion. I chose to come to Hawking because of the hands-on training you get and the space you get here and the instructors. I think it's very amazing here and what they do. My experience here has been phenomenal. Just the amount of work that I do here, the projects, the instructors here, how willing they are to help me and to succeed. I have accomplished a lot here at Hawking. Sometimes I come here on my own and there's nobody else and just kind of like get the fabrics out and start draping, and that's my favorite part about this class here. It's getting to feel that and playing around with it. So my brand name is my name, Jasmine Cruz, and my collection title is A Dangerous Woman. So like my inspiration behind that was, it's kind of a mix of everything, mainly Alexander McQueen, the most iconic designer. He's always been the one that I looked up to, and that's where I get my inspiration from. The process of creating this collection was mainly, I started off with my sketches, and then after my sketches I moved on to draping. So I first started with my showpiece, which is my pleated dress that I have right now. That's been amazing. I'm most proud of that piece because I think that really shows who I really am as a person and what my collection stands for. What I want people to know about me is that I'm very creative, unique, and I think that really shows that in my collection, and I want people to see that. My name is Jasmine Cruz, and my collection title is A Dangerous Woman.
Moi, lorsque j'ai connu Clyde autrefois, c'était un gars loyal, honnête et droit.
Il faut croire que c'est la société qui m'a définitivement abîmé.
Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde.
Qu'est-ce qu'on n'a pas écrit sur elle et moi?
On prétend que nous tuons de sang-froid.
C'est pas drôle, mais on est bien obligé
de faire taire celui qui se met à gueuler. Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde.
Chaque fois qu'un policeman se fait buter,
qu'un garage ou qu'une banque se fait braquer,
pour la police ça ne fait pas de mystère.
C'est signé
Clyde Barrow,
Bonnie Parker, Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde.
Maintenant, chaque fois qu'on essaie de se ranger,
de s'installer tranquille dans un meublé,
dans les 3 jours, voilà le tac-tac-tac,
des mitraillettes qui reviennent à l'attaque. Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde.
Un de ces 4, nous tomberons ensemble. Moi je m'en fous, c'est pour Bonnie que je tremble.
Quelle importance qu'il me fasse la peau. Moi Bonnie je tremble pour Clyde Barrow. Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde. solution, c'était mourir.
Mais plus d'un les a suivis en enfer.
Quand sont morts Barrow et Bonnie Parker, Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde.
Just one night, all we got. Just one night, all we got. Just one night, all we got. Just one night, all we got.
I ain't got time for you, baby. Either you're mine or you're not. Make up your mind, sweet baby. Right here, right now is all we got. A little party never killed no